Let's quickly go through lesson 1. We've got Code Sculptor open, and in the code pane I'm going to type out our first program, which is using a function called print. If you remember, a function is a block of code that you can reuse that was previously written. You call it by name, and in this case the name of this function is print. We're going to type hello world, and we're going to put it in quotes because it is a string. In fact, it's called a string literal because it's literally letters that we're typing. And a string is a series of characters, so hello world qualifies. You always put them in quotes. They have to open and close in the same type of quote, but it can be a single or a double quote. We'll click run, and our program outputs in the output pane hello world. That's our very first program. The second program that we did in the lesson was to modify this just slightly, so let's put a new line in. And instead of saying hello world in the bottom here, let's take out hello world and the quotes and type in message. And then in the line above, let's type in message equals, and then the quotes. Hello world and closing quote. What we've done here is instead of putting a string literal in our print function, we put a variable. And remember, a variable is a place in memory where we can give it a name and store data. And we've given this variable the name message, and the data we're storing in it is hello world. Then we're using a function called print, and as a parameter to this function, we're sending the variable message. And remember now that when you actually send information to a parameter of a function, it's called an argument. So the argument for this function is print is message, and the contents of message are hello world. The equal sign isn't used like it is in algebra, in programming, or in Python. It is called an assignment operator. All operators are things like the plus sign and the minus sign and the equal sign. They perform different operations, math operations, and in this case, the assignment operator is assigning the value on the right-hand side of it to the variable on the left-hand side. So it's literally filling the variable message with the string hello world. When we run this program, notice nothing changes. To show you that nothing really changes, let's click the reset button, which erases the output screen. I'll click reset and starts our program over. If our program is stuck for some reason, we can press reset and it will start over. I'm going to click run again to show you that we still have hello world, the same output that we had previously, but we're just doing it in a slightly different way. The third way that we're going to do hello world is to do it with an input. So this time, instead of saying message just equals hello world, we're going to use another function, which I'm going to stick in here, see where the cursor is right after the equal sign, called input. And these functions always take parentheses because your parameters and arguments go inside the parentheses. So this time, the program is going to give us what's called a prompt. A prompt is where the computer is expecting you to do something or to type something, and we're going to change what this says right in here to say hello to the world. Okay, so we're going to be prompted to say hello world this time. So we'll type hello world. So let's see here, let's run our program. I think I got this right. Message input, say hello world, and we'll print that message. So this time I should be prompted. I click run, and I am going to say hello world. This time I don't need quotes because I'm inputting this, and the program itself is going to treat it like a string, so I don't need to put quotes. I click OK, and again, notice here, exactly the same program. I've just done it in a slightly different way. Let's see, that is what, the second or third way that we have done this. We did hello world, then we did message hello world, then we did input hello world. So now let's try one with what's called string concatenation. I can barely say that word myself. It's a fancy way of saying join, to join. We're going to join some strings. And so let's see here, how could we do this? Let's do message input, and this time we'll just say let's just say hello. In other words, we're not going to say hello world, we're just going to type hello, and then we have print message, and then we're going to use the plus sign. This is the key to concatenation, or joining strings. Our message says now hello, and we're going to add let's see, comma, space, world, and we got to have that in quotes, and then all of this goes in our parentheses. So let's reset, no output, and we click run, and this time we're going to just say hello, and let's see what we get. Click OK, and again, we've done hello world a fourth separate way. The last way that I have in the lesson is that we're going to use escape characters. Escape characters are characters that you would use when you want to do a string, and you need to do something that the string won't allow you to do. For instance, if I wanted to quote somebody inside a string, if I put another quote in there, like let's say I was going to say input just say hello. What if I wanted to put hello in quotes as if it were like quoting somebody? I would put a couple of quotes in here like so, and click run, and I get an error that says bad input hello. And the reason is because when Python, I'm going to click reset to get rid of that red line. When Python sees this, you see the color coding? You see how the variable is in black, the function is in blue, the parentheses are in black, and strings are in red. You see here how the red of that string ends with that second punctuation, and that's because Python thinks that the string has ended right here. So now the rest of this is illegal, it's an error, okay? So the way to get around this when you want to do something is to use what's called escape codes. If I wanted to use a quote in here, I would put an escape character, which is a backslash, then I can put my quote mark, and if you notice now the whole line turned red, and if I run it, I can just say hello, click OK, and I'm good. See how this is all red now? Because I've escaped this character, and I've told Python now that I'm going to use a character that's already been used. If I was going to use it again here, let's see here, I would have had to put another backslash and quote. I should have done that in the original program. Let's do reset to show you that this works. Run, hello, okay, okay, see how it's all red again? Because I've escaped those characters. So what I did in our lesson is just say hello, and what I wanted to do was use the backslash over here in the string to put world on another line. So I put a backslash and an N, which is the escape character for a new line. I'm going to press reset here, click run, and it's hello, click OK, and now I get hello and world on two separate lines because I've told Python right here with this escape character and the letter N, and I put a list of escape characters in the lesson. The letters that need, or the characters that need to be escaped, so that you know how to use them. So that's the basic stuff we covered. And now in the lesson, you notice at the very bottom there's a quick check of 5 or 6 questions, and then on your own. On your own asks you to write 3 programs. They should be very easy with what you know that we just covered, and in the next lesson we will go over them a little bit. Thanks for watching.